Hello and welcome back to the 20th episode of the Boundless Shores on the Drunkards and Dumbass. It was almost good. On the Drunkards and Dumbasses YouTube channel. I am your ever
That's it. That's the whole thing. Just ever. Continue.
That's it. That's great. I'm your ever DM West.
No,
And,
what I'm gonna do is just put ever, then a whole bunch of U's and one H, so it fills up your entire screen, and then West.
That's it.
All you need.
If you thought the title thing went far enough, wow.
No, that's just gonna be it. It's just that one every.
Hell yeah. Fuck.
Sorry, where were we?
Derailed.
Wow, man. 20 episodes so far, boys. Hell yeah. Let's give a cheers.
20 episodes, more than 20
Got
derailments.
so sad right there. I lifted up an empty drink.
That's very upsetting.
I want to give a cheers, everyone here, to my drunkards and my dumbasses. If you don't have a drink, put your fists up to the camera or something. Fucking cheers to you guys. I love being the DM. I love playing God.
Screw with Beckett.
Fucking with Beckett.
If there wasn't this, there would be no reason for my therapy. So.
Yeah. Talking about today, also shout outs to the cool ass graphic underneath by our fantastic graphic designer V. I'm also gonna do quick. I probably should have announced the names before this, but I'll do the quick announcements now. I finally got my Twitch in the description. I'll be streaming inconsistently. I work all the time, and I'm also busy. I got a life, you know how it is. But I stream a lot of Brawlhalla stuff. If you want to see some cool ass scrims between me and the fantastic Safiri, champion of Anglar, played by my buddy Nate. We do a lot of scrims on my channel. We'll be doing 2v2s. We'll probably be playing some multiverses. We got Owen's 3 channels. 3 channels? 2 channels.
2 as well as this one.
2 channels. Ben Fender Podcast is NASCAR F1 based podcast, short podcast series, as well as his multi-platform, multi-game content on his Fan Rantan channel. He does a lot of streaming. I'm gonna urge him to play some more Apex with me on stream. And anything else?
We also
I
got
got
a
a
bunch
cool
of
new Pally
recommended
sweater.
channels to watch in the description.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, let me introduce my players because I kind of forgot to do that earlier. So, playing Calduin, we have Liam Yonatan, played by Nate. Beckett, played by V or Golan. Our double O, I love a good alliteration. The awesome, spelt with an L, or Golan, played by Owen. We got Amarath. Oh, another one. The asshole Amarath, played by Adrian. We got Tobin, played by James, and that's it. So last episode, I'm gonna do the recap this time because I actually decided to write one this time.
You don't know who this DM is. We're trapped. Help.
Please help.
I'm sometimes prepared.
That's when he's really scary.
Prepare to die.
He's just gonna like TP chaos.
Wait,
God,
Adrian,
don't
how are you here?
spoil
I
it,
thought
Adrian.
how are
Fuck.
you here? I heard on the news the pole struck you.
Okay. That's I struck the pole, okay?
Adrian's a stripper in his downtime.
Y'all thought we meant
So
a car
that's your new
crash.
job.
Yeah, that's my new job. I'm actually a stripper now.
Demonetized.
Like we're
Otherwise,
monetized
talking
anyways.
about life updates, this is the last time you'll be seeing these wonderful blue walls.
They're all right.
They're all right. Hopefully, I'll have a better one. You know, hopefully, I'll actually be sitting on a fucking desk next time instead of in my
Ooh.
bed.
Ooh.
But who knows?
That
'Cause
would
I
be
actually don't
nice.
have a desk yet.
So you're a
can
DM, you
make
can't be fancy.
No, of course not. It's the Drunkards and Dumbasses YouTube channel. I can't. So, after investigating and healing the fallen Fae, the normals pursued deeper into the woods, within the forests of Marswell. They defended more helpless Fae from the onslaught of a pack of blue spawn ambushers. After saving the party, the gang spoke with the Faeseer Frerius and the Prince Tevren, and the creation of the Boundless Shores, the first convergence, and the growing fear of the return of the Everdark. As the party rested for the night, Orgolan and Calduin had a dream of terror. Amarath had a dream of intrigue, and Yonatan a message from Varys inviting him back, or inviting him to the Temple of the Green Dragon, to the Temple of the Green Dragon. I'm a professional. So, the six of you feeling the morning sun beaming through the thick canvas of the Marswell forest as the morning dawns into the clearing. As four of you waking up from very mysterious and intriguing dreams in the night. Some of you having a late night and not getting a great sleep because they were brewing potions. And the morning dawns as the fairies around you sleep on a very different schedule. A lot of them are still kind of dozing, or some of them have gotten up, unfamiliar to the new sun that they've now have to be accustomed to. How do you spend your morning?
I sit up, take a piece of sand spread out, just look around at all the sleeping fairies. So, my kind of people.
Feel free to.
I am going to start preparing some spells. I'll figure out which ones in a second of which ones I want to prepare, but
All right.
give me a second.
As you see, immediately waking up, he very regimented in his schedule. Used those of you who are awake still, or who have just woken, seeing Amarath crack of dawn, waking up and immediately opening his spell books and lighting a few candles and reading over mysterious scripts in his books as he is kind of muttering under his breath and reading and writing. Feel free to continue and wake as the six of you please.
I'm
Or Golan's up, right?
Yes.
I walk over to you. Air rolling.
What do you want, flashbang?
So, had a weird dream last night. You were in it, for some reason. Think I saw your
same.
people fighting mine, and then what looked like a dune winder.
What's up
Um,
with that?
can you just roll me a knowledge history if you haven't called in to see if you know what the creature is? Because
Well,
Liam knows what the creature is, but I actually don't think Calduin does.
why wouldn't he lived in the desert most of his life?
Because DM reasons, but just roll me one.
You got it, sir. It's not the skills, that's combat. I'm not trying to fight my memories. I don't have knowledge history, but I'll still roll.
Just a knowledge history, and if you have no ranks in it, then just your
16.
intelligence. 16. I would say you've read of these beings. You've never seen one in person, but you've read of them in the scripts in your Ashrati colony. Which
At least
I've always meant to ask: do you have a name of that colony, and do the colonies generally have names, or do they just known as like a colony?
I believe I have a colony. Give me a second. Pull up my backstory.
Well, a lot of the Ashrati clump into colonies under the ground, but I wonder if they have actual names for them or if they're just known as an Ashrati colony.
I was in the magic tribe Heku.
Heck you. Okay. How do you spell that, by the way?
Heku with the 2 dots at top.
Awesome. Let me just write that into my notes real quick. Heku with the smiley face.
With the 2 dots at top.
Fantastic.
At least I think it was a dude rider. I've only read about it in text, but yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Do we know what they were fighting about?
You had the same dream.
Yeah.
That's a little concerning.
Why were they fighting?
I don't know. Do you really hate me that much?
Only when you decide to turn into the fucking sun.
Can't help it, man. But if that
I know you have a bright personality, but that's not what you need to do.
working on it. But
As the lot of you slept in a close cluster, Becca, the only one who slept a little bit further away from you guys, Yonatan and Amarath, you guys do hear their discussion of dreams as well as the rest of you.
if me and you had the same dream, maybe there's some realism to it. If that's the case, could be more of our people around.
Hopefully, that might be good to try and find out.
Yeah.
Can,
Good morning, Amaranth.
How are you?
while they're chatting about dreams,
I'm well.
can
How are you doing?
can
A little bit confused and just a weird dream. It's like almost like a crystal-like cave, but other than that, nothing happened. I'm kind of like keeping the whole contents of my dream to myself. Just
But
thinking that it's some wacky dream.
the mention of the crystal caves does perk something in Orgolan's ears as he is familiar with crystal caves.
Yes, of course. I had a bit of a weird dream too. Um, Maybe not quite as weird as yours, but mine was still really trippy.
Apologies, Nate. Would you mind speaking up just a tad?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. I got bad hearing.
Eat your microphone. All right, how trippy are we talking though?
Yeah. So yeah, mine was still like really trippy. I was a snake hunting this mouse, and as I was about to kill the mouse, it turned into a my deity. I'm not really sure how to feel about that, but it told me to go to some temple. I'm not exactly sure.
Roll me a spot check.
For sure. Fuck me. Really? All right. 19. I got a nat
You
4.
say
I got a nat 4.
how's your spot of 15?
Oh
What the
no,
hell?
mamma mia. Yeah, you don't see shit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, as you're retelling your dream, out of the corner of your eye, you see familiar stones with moss. You see familiar root, very minute, but just the like a huge sense of deja vu in your mind. As you're speaking of this dream, you recognize but continue as you all stir awake and speak of dreams.
Um, I'm not particularly interested in dreams. I had a sound sleep, but after fighting scaled beasts, noticing that my sword it's not damaged by any means, but it's definitely looking a little dull. Can I look for a suitable stone to give it like just kind of a um okay sharpen just to
Yeah, roll me a search.
what die do I want to use here? That one. Okay. Search. Where's my intelligence? It's 21.
Oh, yeah, you kind of waking up and inspecting your blade and reflecting on the battle the night before. Looking around, you see a nice hunk of flint on the ground as you uh, take your water out and you pour a little bit over the stone and you begin to sharpen. Can you roll me your craft blacksmith?
Sure. Okay. That's gonna be a 17.
Yeah. Although familiar as it is to you, those of you who are who kind of watch him at the corner of your eye or whatever your morning routine is, seeing him sharpen the blade, you see as he strikes the flint along his blade, it creates sparks of purple. And as you see in his eyes the utter focus of someone who's just in the zone and just hyper focused in his own mind and on the task at hand as he's uh, sharpening this flint along, creating these purple sparks bouncing off of his blade.
After I finish that, I'm also gonna take a rag from my pack and just kind of not polish, but at least like clean my the hilt with my family's crest on it.
Giving a nice polishing shine over the shield, and wiping down the pommel of Tyrael's horn. You see it shines in the morning light, and although black, it almost reflects the light and eats light and glows in the light as you clean and prepare your blade for future encounters. The other four of you, kind of sitting in more of a cluster. You may continue to roleplay and speak of dreams of such. And
Um, hey, Amaranth. Um, I just, I'd like to apologize to you for the events that transpired the other day when I called your dog companion unnatural.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's just a philosophical debate that we
Um,
have disagreements on.
I can
I
hear.
was
Sorry.
I was reflecting on it for a while, and I realized that although um although your dog companion was revived through necromancy necromantic means, it is kind of a rebirth in a sense. And rebirth obviously plays a huge role in the circle of life, if you will.
Uh, I thank you for your apology, but it is not needed. Don't you worry.
Can I hear this conversation going on?
you sure can. The five of you are in kind of like a more of a cluster.
Okay.
Kind of divided. The fairies slept kind of away from you guys. So the five of you were left in a cluster. You could see not far from your group, but like just a little bit of distance away. You can kind of still see the alchemical supplies of Beckett as you see um, them off a little bit of distance away from you guys. But yeah, the cluster of five of you guys can hear your conversation without the need of a listen check unless something is passed quietly, and then I would require a roll of secrecy and listen. But yes, you can.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking over to them. Just put my hand on Yonta's shoulders, like, "Good for you, Yonta. It's about time you saw that bones are natural."
Kind of like just smirk as with that comment.
Yeah,
I'm
Barath, do you
gonna
know you snore in your sleep?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Ah,
rejoin the group as they're continuing this conversation. I'll be like, yeah, you really do.
uh, no, I already knew. My wife never liked it, anyways.
Oh, you're married.
Was married.
Ah,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry to hear that.
It's a long story with a lot more other things going on behind it, but I'll save that for another time then.
We all got our secrets.
What are
Is
yours?
You'll find
is
that in due
anybody's
time.
is anybody's blades in need of sharpen? I found a good piece of flint if anybody's blade suffered any damage against the scales of the last battle.
So that's what
Uh,
you were doing. Nope. I know
I mean,
this is an old sword. I wouldn't mind this being sharpened. Did I pull out the sword of the setting suns?
yeah. When he says that, I kind of like undo my belt and take my sword off of my belt. And I say, here, it's another old family sword. Hasn't been sharpened in probably a year, but I never use it anyways. It's more style points.
When I look at it, I'm just gonna kind of take a gander, my eyes sparkling. This is a beautiful rapier.
Thank you. We've been keeping it around for, oh, God knows how when. All I know is that the first owner marks his initials in the hilt right there.
You actually look on the hilt and you see an H.
H. What?
Interesting. Well, I will get these two sharpened for you. I'll
Get
just
fucked,
be sitting
Adrian.
right over here. So yeah, I'm gonna sit down, not going too far from the conversation, but just doing my thing, and I'll sharpen those two. Can my craft still stand on that, or do you want me to reroll for
Yeah,
that?
your craft still stands, and all weapons that were sharpened gained advantage on their next attack.
Oh boy. I'll use it in like 3 months from now and be like, advantage! We all forgot about this.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that sticks until its next attack.
All right,
But yeah,
bet.
those three blades will have advantage on their next attack.
Um,
Thank
could
you, brother.
I,
And I start wrapping my sword back up.
could I, could I craft, could I craft like a dagger out of the mammoth tusk I got off the ambusher?
Give me a craft at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
As I would pin it, give me craft bone marrow, but because you wouldn't have any skills in it, so it's basically just an intelligence check
Intelligence?
or whatever the craft is. I believe it's intelligence, but I am unsure.
Wax, quick question.
Craft is
Quick answer.
Um, Jonathan has his own material of that, like the stuff he's trying to craft with. He has his own, and I have my own, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna cringe in the corner because I know that's potion material.
Okay.
Well, he's doing that.
Yeah. As you all as you all wake and commence on your morning rituals, you guys see the fairies start to stir as well as you see some of them starting out of the embers of the previous night's fires. They tea kettle on over the embers as they begin to brew tea and start to pass it out between themselves, and they pour more cups, and you see fairies start to walk towards your party with mugs of this tea. As Calduin, you see the Fae-seer Frarius. He walks forward with a mug of tea as he hands it to you as he's like, as they're a little bit shorter than the average, probably about like 4'5" to 5'9" range of heights, as he kind of like bends down as to are you sitting or standing?
Probably standing because I walked over to
Standing.
Jonathan.
As he reaches and hands the cup of tea towards you, and kind of as you take it, he grabs your other hand and solemnly he kind of looks at you and makes this bond of eye contact, and he says, "Varus sent me a vision of turmoil. The roots symbolize the connection of all living creatures, but also of the bond of family. And Varus sent me a dream of a family tree ablaze in fire and ice. And in the center was you. Your family is calling for your help, and Varus has guided their cries to me. Here, kind of lets go of your hand and reaches down and hands you a small satchel. Once you open it up and take a look inside, it has 6 health potions. He says, um, "We do not have much to give, but a token of our gratitude. You are always welcome here in the Fey Kingdom."
Well, my family told me never to turn down a gift, so thank you.
Thank Varus. They always provide.
Wait, did you say Varus?
Yes, they are one of the um, main deity of the Fays, the the provider and the protector of the Fey woods, Varus.
That's why I felt such a strong connection here.
Yes.
I
Their roots and their plentifulness provide in all living things.
I I also worship I worship Varus as a deity, and
Wonderful. I had no idea.
um
Praise Varus.
I've been I've I've kind of been getting on I've been straying from the wrong path recently. Um the ambushers that attacked you, um I I was seeing you guys getting attacked, and that reminded me of my own village being destroyed, if you will, and I just kind of snapped. So I'm hoping I can at least recompense uh, in the near future.
Varus is loving and forgiving. They know of the turmoil in your mind. They always forgive. As you see Prince Tevran kind of approaching your group, he kind of sipping from his mug of tea as well, and says, "We thank you for your great service to the Fae. You are always welcome here on the Isles of the Fairies. We are now going to tend to our own and search deeper in the wood for any survivors."
Do you guys need any help at all, or?
No, we thank you for the great services that you've done for us. We now must look to our own.
Well, I mean, if you ever need us, just holler at us. I don't know, send a dog with a letter. I don't know, find us somehow, and we'll be here.
Though,
Um,
sorry. Go ahead, Nate.
Okay. I'm just gonna send them. I'm just gonna give them like a piece of cloth that has my scent on it, so that they can like send a messenger out, like a messenger animal out in case they need me.
One of the fairies kind of comes up with a small chest and kind of folds up the cloth and puts it in the chest and gives a very deep bow to you as
Um, was there warrior fairies around? There was, right?
there were. Can you just give me 1 second?
Jesus,
Hey
Adrian.
everyone, we're
Holy
back.
shit. I really looked up and his face was like,
Hey Wes,
Hello
That's the whole
there.
point.
since I don't have would you consider that as woodworking or druid craft, or would you just consider it like me not being experienced with
So I would consider it craft bone marrow, which
Okay.
you do not have any ranks in. So it would just be a d20 plus intelligence.
Oh,
Turns
Okay,
out
uh,
you're the
I
only one who
got
put ranks in.
I got a 16 at disadvantage for my roll.
oh, I now
Wow, what
know.
was your other roll?
12. I got two 12s.
Wow.
Oh, now I know what type of craft skill I'm gonna put in my wasteland thing.
Craft bone marrow. I love it. No, that's great. Yeah, you craft a surprisingly good hardy dagger. It's a little bit rudimentary as you don't really have any experience in crafting weapons, but in retrospective carving out of bone, you successfully make a decent small dagger. It's decent. It's not gonna last, but it might be good for one or two stabs. Sorry, where were we? Oh yes, warrior fae. Yes, there were two warrior fae that you saw.
Okay. Could I gauge what their weapons would be like?
Yeah, they only carry on their waist. They have a rapier, and they carry a very flimsy looking spear.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to the prince, and I'm gonna grab the great sword that I have. I'm gonna take it and hold it and present it to the prince. This has been with me for many years and has offered me protection. I hope it does the same for you.
He gives a very deep bow. He inspects the blade. You can kind of see it's very heavy in his hands. He hands it off to one of the guards. I thank you all, and you, beckons towards Tobin. Apologies, Sir Knight. What is your name?
uh, Tobin.
Sir Tobin, I thank you for saving my kin, and you all. Thank you. We owe you a great debt.
But of course, such is the duty of the knight. Whoever's in trouble, uh, will do our best to be there.
Varus be with you, brave heroes. Gives one more bow, and Faye Seer gives a bow as well as they walk back towards they're their group who are you can kind of see are packing up to kind of venture into the woods.
Right as they're turning around to leave, I just say, "Oh, quick question. Settle a quick debate for us. Necromancy, is it good or bad?"
What?
It's just a debate we were having earlier. Like, do you think that necromancy is like a natural kind of magic, or like no?
Um, I don't understand the words that you are speaking, mysterious stranger, but
Uh,
in the words of Arcanos speaks that all magic borders the lines of natural and unnatural.
Told you, I win.
But that means Yonatan wins as well.
Varus be with you as he kind of dips off and returns back to his group.
Bye.
Yonatan, on your previous spot, you just kind of studying the land, you recognize more greenery, very close to the ground, very deja vu to your dream. And remembering the words of Vera speaking to you, saying, "The temple is close." What do you all do with your morning? Oh,
Push
Anybody
Yep.
want some Sanskrit?
I'll take
I
some.
haven't eaten.
Peter is just kind of.
I give a couple of slices to Tobin and toss one to Peter.
Hey, mind if I get a piece? I haven't eaten in like 3 days.
Sure. May I hand you a couple of slices as well?
Thank you, man.
Imagine like the Punjabi spicy spices on really crispy bacon.
Wow.
That is Sanskrit.
It's also
Well
a day old now, so
They're still good. It's dried Sanskrit, so it can be it has longer lasts. It's a lot
yeah.
like beef jerky in that way.
Really
But yeah.
spicy beef jerky.
Yonatan, recognizing the environment around you as you took a minute.
Do I recognize like I took a path as a snake in my dream. Can I recognize that path at all?
Yeah, on your previous spot, you notice familiar rocks and roots, and kind of see the path that you in snake form took.
Could I can I tell if I'm on the right track to the
You would, yes, I believe you would be able to discern the path as you've taken it before on a survival with advantage. But yes, not yet when you're on the path, but yes, you would be able to discern the path.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the path that I went in my dream.
Just alone?
No, I'm gonna try and get everybody together as soon as possible.
And do that.
Commence.
And go for it.
Get the group together as the five of you kind of see Yonatan lost in thought, like looking distantly towards the woods.
Oh, hey there, guys. This path seems really familiar. I think it's the same path I took in my dream. My educated guess is that it would lead to the temple, and if you're all, I,
All of you have no idea what he's talking about when he says the temple, but
I do.
continue.
He told me about his dream.
Did you tell him about the temple?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I told him
Now
about the
traveling
temple.
to the temple of Anubis. No.
Like,
Anyways, continue. Sorry, I also forgot that I said you guys were all in earshot. So yes, you. Never mind. Retcon on myself because I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, you guys know what he's talking about when he says the temple. Continue.
Yeah. So if you guys are all ready to go, I I really I really want to go down to the temple, and I'd rather not do it alone.
I'm gonna eagerly throw my bag over my shoulder, like pack up quickly and throw my bag over my shoulder. I'll be like, but of course, you guys all joined me on my journey to see the white dragon, and I would uh, love to accompany on yours.
Yes.
I'll come, I guess. But I'm bringing my dog.
Yes, of course.
I kind of just like literally just like reach out, like arms straight out, just and dump the whole bag up, and then like kind of crouch over the bones and say a quick enchantment to raise the bones into this
You're muted.
bone skin. And it almost has like
Continue.
this blue aura behind it as it starts to raise from the ground, and it's just like the happiest
Yeah.
skeletal dog you've ever seen in your life, and he's
So-
still adorable.
To just put a little bit of flavor on those who kind of imagine things. So imagine a skeletal dog, but on all the joints where it like the bones would connect, where there would be flesh, is an ethereal dark black purple arcane energy binding this skeletal dog together.
I sling the satchel now, just give it over my shoulder, just looking at him. You know I'm with you, but please don't let it be as cold as Tobin's.
Yeah, that was quite chilly.
Indeed. No promises, but I don't think we should have that problem here.
Also, did anybody else get like an emo kid vibe when Amaranth said, oh, "Fine, I'll go"?
Yeah, I did a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Becky's literally
Fine, Mom. I'm
Lot of
going to
pain.
church, but I'm wearing my brand. I'm going to church, but I'm wearing my brand of sacrifice T-shirt.
Hey, yo, brand of sacrifice.
Oh my god. Bro, Becky's in the corner hiding. Like,
And Beckett and Orgolan, if you guys have, unless you guys have any objections.
Objection.
Objection.
I'm honestly
Holding.
just here for the ride, so let's go.
yes. Someone's gotta keep y'all alive.
Aside from me.
Well, yeah.
As-
But,
Mr. Yonatan, I would love if you would give me a survival at advantage.
Oh, you hear? Oh man, 19.
Tell us the more.
Would a 38 do it?
Nah,
No.
God, fuck.
Dude,
He was 40. Sorry.
it's too good.
I
You had
am
to get
good.
between,
Like,
like-
you literally won under the DC. No, I'm fucking with you. That's absurd. Of course. So, you know when Bloodhound does his, yes, this dirt is made of dirt.
Okay.
Almost like a. You're right, Yonatan? Alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, almost like a dog tracking the scent of his owner. He, scopes out this path that to you guys looks nothing like a path. as he immediately begins to walk briskly into the woods, the rest of you following after as he takes you winding through around bushes and around trees and rocks with moss. Calduin gets a brush of poison ivy on his ankle, which is really fucking irritating to him as Yonatan kind of just in the zone. Yonatan leading forward as the forest tracks off into a rocky surface as the landscape drops off into a cliff. As you see Yonatan already spotting it with his eyes, you guys catching up and now seeing it in this jungle-like forest, thick forest valley. You see an Aztec-like pyramid covered in vines and moss and greenery as you see a family of deer just kind of eating some grass on one of the levels. To your right, you see a small waterfall dropping down towards a small stream that leads through this valley and towards a bit of almost like a vein like where multiple small streams travel around a couple trees before it joins up with a large river that passes through this valley and up behind the temple out of your view.
Oh my, this is quite breathtaking.
It's beautiful.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, I've seen worse too, buddy.
Is that a dog comment?
No,
I thought we
it's not a
just
dog.
got over. Oh. Is it a beard comment? I'm very
I mean-
sensitive about my beard.
No, but I mean, like, my village kind of got burned to the ground, so this is like a huge wonder for me.
Oh, you meant like you actually saw like, oh, okay. I thought you were just being like, I don't like you. Yeah. All right, yeah. Never mind, we're good. Kind of like daps you up.
If I can get a spot from someone.
Why not? Oh, dropped my dice.
I don't think any of us need to if Youngton's doing it.
Yonatan's got it, dude. He's just honed in the zone. He wants to get to the temple.
30.
Yep.
He rolled a
Yeah,
5.
as you're taking in this Keanu Reeves breathtaking view, you kind of look towards your left and see a path down this steep valley that could be more easily traversed than climbing down a mountain.
Cool. How steep is it?
It's pretty steep. It's just not as steep and rocky. It's got some trees and some vines in the way that you could use those to ease your travel down.
Well, we don't really have a lot of great options, but this is the best one, unfortunately.
I just kind of like look at you and I'm like, You're trying to kill me, aren't you?
Don't worry, he does that to all of us.
Not unless I'm trying to kill all of us.
Please don't.
Those of you who have flashbacks to getting burnt by him having a PTSD attack. And as you all kind of collect and take in the view and begin to move towards the path, I need everyone to make me a survival check.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh,
My
okay.
first roll of the day.
18.
17.
I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
I rolled a 19.
17, 18, 19, 20.
24.
You ruined it.
Technically,
Damn it!
is it just like I add on like my wisdom to it, the roll, as well?
It's whatever
So
you got in your survival.
Survival.
Yeah.
I got a 24.
I rolled a nat 20, so it doesn't matter. I was
Yeah,
very
no,
dark.
you guys easily traversing
We
down
learned
this
from
steep
climbing
path.
up the jungle one to get to
Oh yeah,
replace
honestly.
your trials.
I didn't. I'm just naturally good at climbing.
Sure.
I'm
As you
not
guys climb down this steep valley and make your way around lush bushes and young trees and the long wild grass, and finding a spot in the stream where it's the least wide and hopping over. I'm not going to require a roll from it, as you all rolled super high on your survival. As you guys make your way towards this mossy Aztec-like temple, with the staircase the staircase pyramid going up to the center, the stairs up each of the side. As you guys make your way up these stairs and kind of dodging around overgrown roots, and Tobin, you kind of go and step on one of the steps, and a couple inches to your right, you see a frog kind of leap away from you. And as you guys climb to the top of this temple, you see the large temple doors, kind of probably about 30 feet high, covered in thick vines, blocking the entire doorway.
Being from the desert, the only instance of like a frog type being I've had has been the Gorgon toad. So as I see that, I'm gonna kind of go, oh, and then I'm
like
just gonna be like, let take a closer look and realize that it's like definitely got some differences. Be like, okay, continue.
Do I see this happen?
Yeah, all of you were climbing the
I
stairs. You
laugh
see
at
him
him.
jump at a small frog.
I'm just like I see it happen. I'm like, are you scared of frogs?
I don't know what that is, but I don't like toads.
Really going into that Sir Tobin the Brave.
All right.
As in front of this 30-foot door covered in vines, all six of you see a single shriveled, dying flower laying limp in front of the door.
Can I roll a knowledge nature?
Go ahead.
Awesome.
Ironic that the necromancers roll
It's
in
a 24.
This flower is very close to dying.
Nice.
Astute observation.
Trust me, I know death. That
That's almost dead.
Can I resurrect it?
Can I do an alchemy check on it? See if there's anything I recognize that.
There's nothing overtly jumping out to your alchemical knowledge to require a roll.
Wes, I know what it is. It's the last stand, you guys.
Question. Just on the general temple and the shape of the temple, can I roll a knowledge architecture to see if I know like what group of people made this and when?
Yeah.
Nice. 23.
This temple was created a very, very long time ago, thousands of years prior. It is a temple dedicated to the green dragon Varus, the master of nature. It was created by, it's foretold that it was created by the original druids who were blessed and were blessed with the power to manipulate and control nature. And they built this shrine in worship that stood strong here in the Marswell jungle for centuries.
Jonathan, you're a druid, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Do you know anything about this temple?
I mean, I can try to see if I can recall.
I mean,
Yeah, if you have history, give me a go. If not, just a knowledge.
Not fantastic.
so, well,
Um, um, 16?
Wow. Yeah. Fair enough. Only in writing have you heard of this temple, the Temple of the Green Dragon. It's been foretold, and it was taught in your Druidic society that it was built to conceal a very special item for Varus. It's also known as a safe haven for all druids, provided that they can create access as only druids can access uh, the temple interior.
Gotcha. Um, hmm. Yes, I've only heard of this place before in writings. I haven't been able to see it in person. Honestly, I thought it was just a legend or a fairy tale at best, but you know, here we are.
well, all I know is that we were told back when I was still in college, studying this kind of stuff, said that it was written by some of the first druids out there.
Hmm.
But how true that is, I can't tell you for sure, though.
Yeah, for sure. Um, can I investigate the door, see if there's like any kind of operation to mechanical operation to open it?
Is there a specific role would you like to give, whether that be a search or a knowledge nature, or what
Uh,
role is there a specific role that you would like to give?
I wanna search for any physical or magical
Perfect.
device.
Yeah, perfect. Give her a go.
Would you want me to roll 2 for physical and magical or just 1?
I can just take the one search,
Okay.
as you are trained in both the physical and the arcane, as that both would suffice.
Search. Fuck yeah, 24.
Yeah, there are no mechanical locks blocking it. And on the subject of arcane, other than any druidic spell that might have been cast on the thick vines that are blocking the door, the only thing that you can see is the massive archway of the door, the vines blocking it, and the dying flower. Which, on your search check, is the strangest thing around the temple, as everything else is growing so lushly that this one specific flower dying is intriguing to you.
Do I know, could I cast, do you think I could cast, you think I could cast plant growth on just the flower?
Yeah. Does that require any roll?
Plant growth. There is no check.
So all of you kind of taking in the sights around you, Yonatan going to investigate the door and seeing the flower, and as he kind of kneels down and begins to hushly speak some druidic words, and as you see the golden gleam. My volume is okay for you guys, correct?
Yeah.
The golden green druid magic light emitting from his palm. As you see the dying flower, the pale green begins to transform and spread into this vibrant green as the fading, dying petals return, as the stalk of the flower begins to rise up, and the petals take on a brilliant yellow. You see the vines on the door beginning to retract and just latch itself onto the surrounding area of the door as it creates an opening into the temple.
Cool. All right. And I know that only druids can enter the temple.
Yes, you do.
Okay. And if non-druid, do I know if what would happen
Well,
if non?
only the texts speak of only druids can access the temple.
Okay.
And judging from what you've just done with the flower, you can tell that the temple can only be accessed by those who possess druidic powers.
Okay. So if if a non-druid was to enter.
The texts speak of nothing. So yeah, I think you can safely assume that your party members can enter.
Okay. Cool. Come on in, I guess.
All right. I step through the doorway.
I step through the doorway.
As the six of you pass through the doorway, and you see matching 30-foot doorways ridden with vines, as the interior, a lot like the exterior, is covered in vines and moss and greenery, as the floor is covered in a thick layer of tall grass and flowers of multicolors as they poke through here and there around the stones covered in moss. Tracking along the roof is vines with mysterious glowing berry-like objects sprouting from the end of it, lighting the interior temple. The You can see that because you guys went to the top of this pyramid-like temple with the 4 doors around you, see in the center the stairs starting to cave in and descending into the temple. Also being lit by these glow berries as they descend down into the passageways below. And for some reason, this feels like a good place to just call a break. We'll just call another break later into the session. This just feels like a good place for us to just take a break.
Just like, I took
No.
a roll. It's I hate to be the one to break the news, but it's stingy.
Darn it!
What's the number?
Dude, it's an 18.
It's an 18. Actually, surprisingly, under Dingy rule, it is beautiful. It's, in the wise words of, as I said before, Keanu Reeves, it's breathtaking, the interior of this temple. You've never seen plants grow so lusciously and
Wait a minute.
take a surrounding
dingy.
as such.
You said that about like Cyberpunk, all right, and we all know how that game turned out. Are we glitching through the walls or not?
Actually, it's gotten a lot better. I've been
Has
playing
it?
it recently. Anyways, we'll be back.
And welcome back. So, as my crotch is super fucking wet now, as I spilt my drink everywhere, as
I thought you
the
just found the temple that beautiful.
yeah, oh no, dude, I pissed myself. I'm looking at my notes and I'm so awestruck that I actually can prepare a session that I pissed myself.
I can't wait
Um,
for an out of context video once we get popular enough.
Oh, I'm so excited. There's so many shit. There's so much shit that I say that's out of pocket that someone's gonna like. If you're a fan and you know how to edit, oh, dude, I would die over an out of context episode. We would like watch it at the beginning of the session and then play the session if there. I think that would be awesome if we had the Boundless Shores out of context. Um,
I'll just make a separate channel called Definitely Not the Editor.
That's great. Definitely not the editor TBS. I love that. So, as we as the normals breach the 30-foot vine-ridden door, you guys can kind of hear like the thwap and the strain of vines as you see the sunlight behind you beginning to get blocked out as the vines retract and kind of peeking through. Those of you who are watching the vines kind of retract and cover the door. You see the healed flower begin to shrivel once again.
Well, I guess there's no turning back now.
Me
Indeed.
proceeds to do is like spin in a circle really quick.
Amarath does a pirouette.
Just like perfect ballet pirouette. Can I wait? What would I need to roll for that? Can I try it?
Roll for embarrassment. As you guys see the
I
descending.
got a 14.
Nice. You're not embarrassed as he just does a perfect ballet pirouette. As you guys see the descending staircase spiral down and lead off into a path deep into the pyramid.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Lead the way, Yonatan.
For sure.
Yonatan, you have levels in rogue, so you have trap sense, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Can assisted DM, I notify him when there's a trap nearby, yeah?
Same with me.
No,
that how
trap
that-
sense doesn't. It's weird. You'd think it would alert you if traps nearby, but it actually just gives you bonus to your reflex roll once the trap is activated.
Bruh.
Huh.
Nice.
The rogue's trap finding only gives you a bonus to reflex saves.
No, trap sense gives you a bonus to reflex saves. Trap finding, you have to be actively searching for them.
Okay.
Okay. As the six of you, order of initiative, please, starting with Yonatan, I guess, in the front,
I'll go right behind.
right behind with Tobin,
I'll go right behind him.
right behind with Emrath.
I'll probably take the rear.
Second last.
Okay, I'll go in front of Calduin.
All right. Hold on. Who's taking second last then?
Yeah.
Beckett or Golan?
I can take third last. It's fine.
Okay. You guys know your roles. Good. That's exactly how you should be placed. As can I get a search check from you? And that search check will be active until I ask you for another search check.
Who? Yonatan?
Yonatan,
Okay.
as leader.
Nat 20.
Just know what? Just throw it all together. What is it in total? I want to know how bullshit this is.
For search,
So a nat 20 gives you a plus 10.
Nat 20 gives me a plus 10. 41?
Okay.
Oh no! You actually step on a pitfall and everyone dies. Yeah, as you begin
Whoa,
to
dude.
traverse down the staircase, the walls around you are riddled in greenery and blossoms of flowers, the glowberries overhead lighting your path. As the staircase descends and begins to take a passageway now. The lengthwise probably only about 10 feet. As you guys continue down single file, Yonatan stops you as he sees a small tripwire, and in front of it, just a tangled mess of vines.
Hey, watch out, guys. There's a tripwire here.
Okay. How do we
Tell
proceed?
I get a. I'll say a reflex with advantage just to step over this tripwire.
Okay.
You're aware of it, but if you fail really bad, you might trip.
I get so nervous. I trip.
We all die.
Reflex with advantage.
26.
Amrath
for
is
my
actually
reflex.
the BBEG, so he just pulls on the tripwire as you guys pass over.
I can see that.
Yeah. Anyways, you Liam,
26 for reflex.
Nate,
Heckin. 18.
Owen,
25.
Adrian,
18.
Tobin,
23.
Beckett.
19.
Yeah, you all successfully step over a tripwire that's not very high. Fucking fantastic.
Die.
We all trip over it.
Nice, but you didn't see the second tripwire. As
course.
you guys continue down this greenery-filled. Just scroll down a little bit. Ooh, as you guys continue down this green-filled 10-foot pyramid hallway, as it kind of snakes down, distending ever so slightly, you see as the floor begins to level out, you see a half-cylinder door way in front of you as you see the room opens up into a circular chamber, and the only door is opposite the end of this circular chamber. In the center of the room is a tree that, if I'll just get a quick from the leader, if I can just get a quick nature from you mid pizza bite.
Oh, I remember this shit from the last campaign. That one dungeon we did. There was a tree, I think.
32.
Yeah, as you see this tree in the center is perpetually in the veil of life and death, as you see the leaves hanging frailly off the twigs, and scattered in little bunches on the ground are small mushrooms with steel gray stalks and navy blue caps with black splotches dotted around. You can see a skeleton is laid almost as if it fell asleep out near the roots of the tree.
Can I do Beckett, you're experienced with alchemy, right?
Yippers.
Do you think you can see if those mushrooms are causing a sleep effect?
Sure. Can I start, like, I'm gonna investigate from a distance, because if it is, I don't want to get close to it, and then move closer as I feel confident.
While she's doing that, can I also roll a knowledge nature?
Go for it.
Do you want me to roll anything, or just?
I do, yes, the knowledge alchemy.
Okay.
15.
That's 24.
Yeah, so Amarath, you have heard of these as dream ichor mushrooms. They're mushrooms that the spores are poisonous to breathe in, and when the mushroom is agitated, it spreads its spores. And these mushrooms cause vivid hallucinations, rendering the subject immobile for an elapsed amount of time. Beckett, you recognizing these to be dream ichor mushrooms as someone who's very experienced in alchemy, dream ichor mushrooms cause a subject to become dazed for a minute and then dazzled for an hour after that minute passes.
Sorry, what? Sorry, I am listening. Just repeat it one more time.
Dazed for a minute, dazzled for an hour.
Okay.
Dazed, the
Dazzled,
creature
that's good.
is unable to act normally. A dazed creature can take no action and has no penalty to AC. Dazzled, the creature is unable to see while being overstimulated of the eyes. A dazzled creature takes a -1 penalty on attack rolls, search, and spot checks.
Cool.
And you also know, with your experience of alchemy, that if the mushrooms are ingested directly, not only would they be fatal to a person within 12 hours, they cause the ingester violent outbursts, like violently maiming someone, or murder, or even in some cases cannibalism.
Can I determine whether or not the skeleton ate the mushroom?
On your alchemy, you can determine that they died not violently but peacefully, so they probably ingested the spores.
Cool.
So if I just step on all of these mushrooms, we would probably all die.
Yes.
Not die.
The reaction, well, eventually,
Good to know.
seeing as a skeleton, but like the kind of what you two can gather is that the room is very fragile, is that anything can set the other off. So if a leaf falls off the tree and sets off the mushrooms would cause a chain reaction of spreading the spores and would encapsulate the group.
Okay. I step on all the mushrooms. No, I would not do that to us yet.
Please do not be my infamous GPK to be about mushrooms.
Oh, dude, these shrooms are so rad, bro.
We all just get so high we die. That's pretty much it. You just overdose.
Would I be able to collect the mushrooms without killing us?
No, you know this to be very infamous is that you need particular protective equipment to even go near these mushrooms in order to harvest them.
Okay.
With
I'm
this
just gonna relay that to
information,
everybody else.
guys, take your shirts, put them above your mouth and nose. Don't want to ingest any spores from these mushrooms.
As soon as he says that, I take my sack and take out an extra thing of bandage that I have and immediately bandage up my nose and mouth. And toss
Haha,
it to
motherfuckers.
anybody
I
and toss it to anybody else who needs it.
I'll
Okay.
take that.
have
I
a
kinda
mask on
just-
already, motherfuckers.
I kind of just like lift up my like cloak and like kind of like hold it over my face for a little bit so that until we get into a safe distance from this. Or Golan just goes balls to the walls and just doesn't do anything.
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
I'm assuming I'm safe with the mask on, right, Wes?
You're
You're
muted.
muted.
I'm aware. I will give you advantage on a fortitude. Anyone who wrapped their face, I'll give a +2.
Oh, sick, yeah.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, I need everyone to give me a fortitude to hold your breath and move silently to not disturb anything in the room.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll take the fortitude first and then the move silently.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh, it's beautiful.
I got a 21.
Okay, don't tell me yet. I'm going to run through the lines.
no way! No, no! This is not happening! No! Absolutely not!
My man has some weighted dice out here. Cal doing fortitude?
Dirty 20.
Raj. Jonathan.
1 second.
Can I switch my camera around? Yeah. I don't know if you can see that very well, but
Nice.
nat 20, second die. See if I can see it. Nat 20.
Oh my goodness.
As
My man.
just so you know, since we know we need to be careful with our movements, I am going to go into my wraith form.
Okay.
Quick question. So, from our last session, who got the inspiration points?
That was Orgolan and you.
Okay, I'm going to use my inspiration point on my fortitude roll real quick.
Nice.
Because I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, that's good.
Necromancer needs to get necromized.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a lot better. I just rolled in 24 in total.
Okay. Well, fortitude, Calduin.
Fortitude, I already said it was a dirty 20.
Yes, you're right. Jonathan. What's an at?
Not 20.
Or Golem.
Dirty 20.
24 for Amarath. Tobin.
28.
Damn, how did I get the lowest?
I'm a fighter. I have really good fortitude.
Beckett, I remember my players' names.
I got 21.
Wow. On fortitude?
My fortitude's +7.
All right. And move silently from Calduin.
That would be a 16. Nope,
A
that's wrong.
We should be robbing banks. What the
14,
fuck?
sorry.
a pardon?
14, sorry. I miscounted.
Ooh. All right. Can I get Mr. Yonatan?
Nat
Move
20.
silently, nat 20. Or Golan. Move silently.
Dirty 20.
Damn, 2 dirty 20s?
Yeah.
You guys are nuts. Mr. Amarath.
8.
8.
Yeah.
I need a silently from Tobin.
17.
Beckett.
18.
As Yonatan or Golan, Tobin and Beckett. I remember my players' names. As you guys all successfully exit the room, you see Amrath and Calduin just stepping a little bit too hard and just ever so gracefully and slowly. You see 2 leaves begin to fall off the leaf
The leaves
and
fall off.
land on one of the mushroom. As the mushroom just begins to shake, as you see almost black essence shoot from the pores on the spore. As I just need a real fast reflex coming from you guys, just to see if you can run out of the room without breathing it in.
Uh, 19.
23.
Whew.
As you guys just see the black spores emitting, you guys just look at each other and book it, all trying to hold your breath and just making it out of the range of the spores and just collapsing to the ground and just after running and holding your breath, you obviously catching your breath, you guys making it out of that room as the passageway begins to descend and arc into a corner beyond your sight.
Hey, you guys okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just a little too close for my liking.
Okay.
I just want to say, I almost wish Wes you had described it, since like my body's made out of sand. I kind of wish you described like a grain of sand or something hidden off one of the mushrooms.
Oh no, I didn't think of that. Sorry, my bad.
No worries.
You're made of sand?
He is right now.
Yeah, when I'm in my wraith form, it's purely sand.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he's never seen your wraith form. Could you just?
No, I believe he has.
He
Yeah.
hasn't
Yeah,
because he met your group afterwards.
Right.
No, but he went into his
You were not in wraith
form.
form when you met him again. So just I want you
Yeah,
to go
that
ahead and
is true.
describe his wraith form for me.
Right. So yeah, what you see before you is this rust red, like wraith ghost type form as it swirls around. Coming from the chest, is this sickly purplish reddish glow. And sand just pouring off as I move.
So because I'm in front of you, as you start to talk, I kind of turn around and see what you just described, and I just go, "Dear Angor, oh my goodness, what, what?"
I revert back to my normal self, brushing off any excess sand. Right. Forgot you did note that. Yeah. Um, I can turn into a ghost.
No, what? Fair enough. I have a skeleton dog in a bag right now, so
Us who are
Yeah, a
just
little
kind of looking.
surprised that you're afraid of
Yeah,
that.
us who are just kind of like looking at it normally and be like, "What? Afraid of ghosts?" Like how you were talking about frogs earlier.
Like Gara much? Jesus.
as you say, like in Freddy Ghost, I just kind of turn to you and I'm like, "Still better than frogs."
Yeah.
I
Now,
disagree.
ladies.
As you guys descend further down into the depths of this pyramid, the pathway. Oh,
Hold on for a second, guys. Hold still for just a moment, as I'm gonna cast Detect Poison on the both of them.
none of them have any poisonous traces within their veins.
I have one spore on my shoulder that I flick at you.
Although a strange black ichor kind of flows through Amaranth's vein, but it's not new.
Mm.
Like he didn't gain it from this encounter, but there's just a strange black ichor coursing through through his veins alongside his blood. It's like he has red blood cells, white blood cells, as well as black blood cells.
And I see the black blood cells from a Detect Poison.
You see that from the detect poison, but he didn't gain it from this encounter. It's definitely not new to his body.
Okay. You wanna like? Okay, I saw some black blood cells. Do you wanna explain?
Um, how's the way to put this? So necromancy. For me to perform necromancy, I have to take part of my own life. As I kind of reach to take off like my left glove, and as I pull off my left glove, all you see is the darkened fingertips. Like my fingertips aren't normal. They are completely like almost like they look frostbitten. And then all the veins in my hand leading up my arms are all completely pitch black, and of course, so are the veins leading towards my eyes.
Okay.
To give life, you must take life. As I put my glove back on, and that's as much as I leave it with.
Okay. Um.
Seems we
Yeah.
both deal with some pretty dangerous magic.
It
Where would be
attracts
fun if it wasn't?
strange folk.
The
I'm gonna
Can
say
I
that
look back and see
talking
if the
towards
spore
like the
clouds are like
oh, yeah.
making its way into this room?
I'm Yeah, I'll say you look back and just be able to tell that the black spores emitted off of the mushrooms have settled, but you can kind of see already small, bulging, steel gray stalks growing into the grass.
Those things reproduce fast. We should probably move.
I agree.
I third that one.
As we start going, I'm gonna activate my detect magic and just have that going constantly as we're walking through corridors.
Yeah, your detect magic is picking up veins of golden green light riddled all throughout the passageways as they descend down further and turn a corner and turn another corner as you guys descend further down. This whole temple pulses with druidic magical energy. As you guys descend further down, past a corner and down a straight and another corner, and as it descends down, you see another arcing doorway as you see the passageway open up into a large central chamber filled with lush green energy. You see the floor in front of you falls off into a cliff as you guys look down and see rushing swampy water arcing through pillars of stone, and you see to your right you see a line of drowned trees just standing tall and pale and leafless as you can see at least 100 feet on the other side. It also cliffs out towards a plateau where you can see the only other door. Can I get a spot check from you guys?
Sure.
Nine.
In the eye. Spot.
19.
16.
9. It's the highest, right? This is golf, I think, right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely how it works.
I got
Sorry,
the best
folks.
number there is.
Hold your rolls. Give me a minute.
Holding.
Everyone, hold your dice.
I'm holding it already.
So am I.
It's how I hold a shot glass. It makes me want to. Bottoms up.
So what's up, guys?
I
Same
heard it's a
old.
really great movie about this old guy.
Oh, God. Every
What
time.
movie? Dude,
No.
I'm interested in this movie now. Okay?
Well,
you
I
can't
mean,
just start with that and not tell me about the movie, okay?
Every time someone makes
What is
that
this
joke.
movie?
to be
Well, it's about this
fair,
old guy.
I
His
am
wife.
over 1,500 years old.
His wife wanted to go to, or him and his wife, they were saving money to go to Paradise Falls, you know?
Well, did they go? Oh, that old
No,
guy.
she died.
Oh, she big dead. Does
Big
he
dead.
just so happen to find a talking dog and a kid who sneaks onto his doorstep when he takes a bunch of balloons and throws them up through his ceiling and then flies his house?
Well, through his chimney.
He finds Doug. He is his master.
But yeah, that's up.
Turns
You asked
out
what's up.
Doug isn't even a dog. Doug is a
No.
slave.
Yeah.
He needs to find Bird.
Yeah.
The bird is his prisoner.
What does a slave have a prisoner?
Well.
Shane-
I feel like that's redundant almost,
A little bit.
Camera 2's out. You know what that means.
Uh-oh.
Shit! No! We're gonna die! I got the book out. Who wants first peek?
another
Okay.
combat.
This
Possibly.
this sucks.
Oh yeah, he didn't
I'm
have his
just
shelf.
gonna hold my.
71.
I don't have my shelf, so I'm just gonna hold my camera. Sorry, give me a minute. I'm being an idiot.
That's a cool
Wouldn't it?
looking tree right there.
Minute 2, win it.
Oh yeah, hold on. This is what I was warning you guys against. Look at these magnificent trees that I drew.
Dude, those are awesome trees, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I made them myself. So, can I get everyone to give me their spots?
Here you
Actually,
go,
you know
buddy.
what? Did anyone get below an 8?
Shit,
Sweet.
Adrian, look at you.
No, I got a 9.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Look at you, you just made it.
I did it,
Right.
guys.
Can everyone roll initiative?
Okay.
Yeah.
Initiative.
Robert, initiative.
My drawer's stuck.
Yeah, okay, I think it's time to stop using this dice. On to the next one.
Okay then.
25 to 20.
25.
23 with
25.
an at 20.
Say again.
I
Nate?
got a 25.
I also got 25.
Who's got
Look
higher
at you.
decks?
My dex is +3.
My dex
Or-
is +5.
He's got a higher dex.
How the fuck did that happen?
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm being stupid. So Yonatan with the higher decks.
Yep.
Amarath. It's 25.
Owen got a nat 20.
Owen
Got a
nat-
nat 20 for a total of 23.
It's not 25 to 30, Owen. Wait, did he say 20 to 25 or 25 to 30? I thought he said
25 to 20.
Oh, okay.
15 to
believe in
10.
us like that.
Or 20 to 15.
I got 19.
Same.
Higher decks.
4.
I've got 3, so.
So since Jonathan has a +5 to dex, if he turns into a mouse, can we call him Speedy Gonzalez?
Yes.
No, you just call him
Then
George.
What did
Wait, you've got a 20 in dex, or do you have some sort of modifier?
I had a dex of 18 originally, but I put my my 4th level ability modifiers into dex.
You got 2 on 4th level?
Yeah.
What?
At 4th level, I can put 2 points of ability modifier into 1, or 1 point into 2.
Oh.
how?
According to srddnd.org.
Is it a class thing?
Yeah, it's a druid. It's a druid thing.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
pretty sure
I
I've
don't
heard
think
that
I've
before.
ever read that in.
So I looked up when
We'll have a chat about it after the session where it's still going.
In any case, I still have.
Calduin, what did you get?
5.
Nice,
wait.
dude.
Okay. So, as the 6 of you see the path in front of you, you see pillars of stone, and you see drowned trees, and you see a fallen tree in between 2 pathways, as well as one tree kind of half grown in the water and half into the wall with vines kind of hanging off of it. You all see that there's 3 direct paths that you can take. Route A, Route B, and Route C. All of them look pretty equally as safe, but might require different roles. So,
Sorry, did you say there's water around here?
yes, there's water about 20 feet below you guys, as the edge cliffs off to show like the broken pillars, and then it picks up on the other side, about the same plane as you guys.
Calvin would
Got
start
it.
shooting his boots.
So what wrong roll and Calderwood's gone. Got it.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Jonathan, you are up first. You kind of choose route A, route B, or route C.
Or route D.
I mean,
Jonathan.
like the gap between each cliff is about 90 feet if anyone has their own options of getting across. But otherwise, if you're doing like if you're going to try and traverse the land, there's route A, route B, and route C. You are encouraged to find your own way across, but if you don't have your own way across, there's route A or route B and route C.
Okay. That's okay. I just looked up the ability score increase, and that's for 5e.
Okay, so we'll edit that after the session, but for right now, just deal with it.
Okay, Jonathan.
Jonathan, you are up first on the order initiative. You can either choose a way across the 90-foot gap or take
Amaranth
route
was
A,
trying
route
to
B,
talk
and
to
route
him.
C.
Yeah, Jonathan. Those trees there. You wouldn't be able to make them any larger like you did that flower outside, would you? Make it easier for us to cross.
The trees actually look pretty close enough across. My drawing does not do it justice, but you can traverse across the branches safely between each of the trees. Just the trees are a little bit higher than the platform on the other side. You would need to have to jump down, but the trees are easily enough traversable.
Oh, okay.
Untouched piece of wood. That would be a no-go, sir.
Alrighty.
I can't change the trees around us. I'm gonna cast Winged Watcher and just fly across.
Jonathan makes it across the 90-foot cat easily enough. Amarath, you are up next.
Dick move.
Alrighty.
And can you fly 90 feet in a turn?
No, I can fly. I think I can only fly 40 feet in a turn.
And how long does the spell last?
Winged Watcher. Yep.
1 round per level. So he is a level 4
So
druid.
6
level
minutes.
5
Okay.
druid.
5 druid. So you can do it for five rounds. Yeah.
40 feet is here. Okay. There we go. And Amarath, you were up next.
All right, I gotta stick with the alliteration, so I'm gonna pick A.
Route A. Can I get you to make me a jump check?
Alrighty, so this is what I'm worried about. I am not a strength-based character in the slightest, guys. Okay, thank God. Where's jump? 18.
18. You jump across the smaller pillars and make it to this larger pillar.
Yes.
Orgolan, you were up next. A, B, or C?
I will go B.
B. All right. Can you give me a jump check?
I'm going to use my inspo point. And that's a dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20. You jump across these smaller pillars and make it to a slightly larger one. Beckett, you are up next. A, B, or
And
C?
for y'all's information, I rolled in that one.
Very
the first time.
Nice. Quick question.
Quick answer.
How much space is around me in general?
Around you?
Or like how much space is in the cavern? Like
the cavern is about 100 feet across total, but the gap is 90 feet.
Would I have any issue summoning a large beast?
What do you have in mind?
A celestial hippogriff, because I'm just gonna pull a Yonatan and fly across.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. No, you will have no issues in summoning that.
Sick. Liam.
So,
I'm assuming it just comes in, right? I can't remember.
yeah. So when it comes to summon creatures, they just appear. It's kind of like a teleport type thing.
You
I would
actually have to
assume.
give birth to it.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use Summon Monster 3 and summon a Celestial Hippogriff and then ride it across the fucking cavern.
Can you roll me a handle animal check?
Nat 20!
Let's go.
Speed of a
Oh
hippogriff.
my goodness.
Hell
You
yeah!
ride it upside
They
down.
they had a huge connection because of the bird mask. No.
Yeah.
What is the fly speed per turn?
100 feet. Sorry. Bleh. 100 feet. Yeah, 100 feet. That's all it says.
Yeah, you make it across the cavern the whole ways. Tobin, you were up next. A, B, or C?
I guess I'll go C just for the sake of
C. Can you roll me
spacing out.
a balance check?
No.
No.
Okay, let's see here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay. Balance. That's 14.
Oh, you just made the DC as you hop up into the tree and stabilize yourself enough to not break the frail branches. Calduin is up next.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna look over the cliff and look up at the group. Anybody want to be a lifeline? As I'm holding a thing of rope.
Toss me the rope.
I kind of turned to you and I'm like, "Oh, come on. We're all making it our own way."
I think I'm the closest to you, so I'm gonna
This is my way.
offer you. I
Do you
tell
know
you
the
to
way,
toss
brother?
me the rope.
I toss you one in the rope, and I'm gonna tie one around myself.
I'm gonna tie it. I'm gonna tie it.
Roll me a use rope, and then if you're gonna follow the same path as Tobin, roll me a balance.
So that's 15 for the use rope.
Yep.
What the hell is
And a nat
use?
20 for balance.
20. You hop up into the same branch, the same tree as Tobin,
Come on.
kind of
Just like
tied to
hanging
each other,
underneath.
and you successfully balance your way. Yonatan,
Water. Why did
you
it have to be
fly
water?
another 40 feet.
Can I cast jump only gives me one creature, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's a touch creature. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna cast guidance on Calduin.
Can you cast guidance while in bird form?
I have the natural spell feat.
Oh, okay.
That is kind of in the talons of his bird form. You see the familiar golden green light as Calduin. You feel just a little bit more spry and a little bit more inspired. Amarath, can I get you to roll me a balance check?
Can I turn around? Like, do I have the ability to turn around?
Yes.
I don't want to, but like, okay, that's just good to know. Yeah, let me give you that balance check.
Well, maybe not if you're in the middle of the beam, but
Okay.
as long as you make your balance.
Okay, what is that? Dexterity?
Yeah.
16.
16.
Joy.
You successfully tight rock your way across the fallen branch and make yourself to the other pedestal. Or Golan, can I get you to make me another jump check?
All right.
Should be there.
Okay, 24.
24, you jump your way, and these stone pillars have a bit more of a gap, so it's a bit more of a conscious jump as you kind of measure the gap and expertly hop your way, kind of recalling on your training. Beckett flown themselves across. Tobin, can I get a survival from you?
Survival. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We're using that one. Come on. Survival.
Turn to cast.
Survival. That's gonna be 21.
21, you maneuver your way across a few of the trees.
As I get there, I'm gonna sturdy my stance and hold the rope tightly in case, so that I can be ready to catch Calduin if he falls.
Awesome, okay. Kalduin, now it's your turn for a survival.
Survival?
Yes.
You do have guidance.
I know. Which I will be using on this roll. Oh my goodness. It's not even gonna matter. That's a 6.
Can I get a strength check from Tobin?
Yeah. Come on, baby. I'm not about to let my Calduin die. All right. Come on, baby. That is a 16.
As you go and begin to traverse your way on these very brittle branches, as you go and step on one, you hear as it breaks below you, as the just an utter fear and dread consumes you as you've never felt nor experienced nor and feel weakened toward water as you feel your body begin to swing down, and just as like your hand kind of like you're falling, you've given up, there's nothing you can do, your hand just touches the water, as just above you you see straining Sir Tobin the Brave as he's hanging on to this rope. Jonathan, you fly the rest of the distance.
Yeah, okay. I fly the rest of the distance. Turn back into my human form. And then I am going. Could I make a platform below, like at Calduin's feet, so he can stand on something?
Using what?
Okay. Could I actually use could I use wood shape to make a platform below Calduin?
Wood shape.
Rearranges wooden objects to suit you. Or would that just...
Can you roll me a concentration check?
It has to be a touch piece of wood.
Oh, touch piece of wood. All right, never mind.
Okay, never
No,
mind.
unfortunately, you can't.
Okay. I'm just trying to see what I can do here.
Hey, at least Knees is a cool character if I'm not strong enough.
Okay.
Will it be the second player death in one of Wes's campaigns? Oh my god, I'm blind.
Good.
For anyone watching on Spotify, I took off my glasses there and realized how blind I am.
I'm so
Ooh.
sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
I don't know what spell I could use.
That's all good. Sometimes people have to find their own ways across.
Oh yeah, I'm
Um,
glad he used that lifeline because if he didn't, he'd already be dead.
No, honestly.
He's finding
what about climbing tree?
what's the spell do?
Climbing tree. Temporarily grow a tall tree for use as a ladder.
Does it say like is there a range or does it have to be like right in front of you? Like what does it say?
Climbing.
Do
Nope,
you
that's not
have
gonna
that
work.
spell prepared?
That's not gonna work either. I don't have anything. Yeah, no, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
What was
So
what
unfortunately,
was the
you
saving
can't do
throw?
much more.
I still have my hippogriff.
It was I used a strength check to save him,
Okay.
so it wasn't really a saving throw.
Guys, I still have my hippogriff.
Liam, did you make a like a saving what saving throw did you make?
He didn't make any saving throw.
Oh,
The
he
only
didn't.
reason why he was saved was because of that lifeline.
Okay. Okay.
But he will have the option now that he's saved to crawl out of the situation that he's in.
Okay. Also, can I just say, like, you guys watched the movie Treasure Planet, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so for anyone who watched the movie Treasure Planet, you know that scene where the captain's like hanging, like they're at the black hole, and like the captain's hanging on to the like lifeline, just
Yeah.
about to fall into the black hole. That's what I'm imagining this as right now.
Pretty much what it is for him. He's
Yeah.
just gonna like dissolve or something into sand if he gets dropped in the water.
Except, actually, no, I can't spoil the movie, but everyone needs to go see that movie. It's a great movie. Okay.
Do you become lighter in your wraith form? Oh, but I don't think the rope would still stay around you.
I don't think it'd stay around me, and
Can you fly in your wraith form?
not yet.
Oh man.
All right, never mind. Let's not metagame.
Yeah. So continuing on, Yonatan made his way across.
I'm just gonna
Amarath.
not use my action this turn then.
Okay.
Sorry. Calduin is in the water.
I have
Almost in the water. Sorry. I saw dice moved back and I was like, what the fuck is this? Amarath, can I get you? Sorry, go on, Nate.
I'll just cast guidance on. I'll cast guidance on Calduin again.
Gotta save our glass cannon. Amarath, can I get you to make me as before you? It's kind of a long gap, but in arm's reach is thick vines hanging off the tree that's half grown into the wall and half in the water. As can I get a reuse rope check to successfully swing across the gap?
Alrighty.
Sorry, me?
No.
Amarath.
That is a 19.
Okay, I'll get you.
A 19, yeah, you successfully swing across the gap.
Tarzan,
Or
bitches.
Golan, can I also similarly get a used rope from you?
16.
16. Just made the DC as you also successfully swing your way across the gap.
Ooh, damn, that was close.
So first in the order of initiative is Tobin, and then it's Calduin. Tobin, if you move any further than you do, you have to jump downwards towards the goal cliff face where you're all trying to reach, which would submerge Calduin.
Is there a branch, like somewhat below me that I could stand on without submerging him? Like not super far below me. But so what I'm trying to do here is use a branch as a pulley to pull him up easier.
I could.
Do you have knowledge architecture?
Knowledge architecture? No.
I do.
Can you roll me a use rope?
Sure.
I could place a like a
Yeah,
wood
it's my
block
turn though. So.
for you to.
Oh, that was so cool, dude. It literally landed like between a 5 and an 18, and then fell onto the 18. That was
Fire.
ridiculous. So anyway, use rope. I add. Where the fuck is use rope? Dex. So that's a 21.
Yeah, so you move down to a lower branch and you kind of wrap the rope around the branch and kind of begin to use that as a pulley.
Well, yeah. Like I just dropped down to a branch. Since the rope's tied around my stomach, since the branch I was on is above me, that would kind of suspend the rope on it so that I can just pull like this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. Can you give me a strength at advantage?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was hoping you'd give me since it's since I'm using a pulley, so it should half the effort in theory. How's a 15?
That is a 15. Yeah, you kind of successfully bring him up to your tree. Calduin, now you have. Can you make me a tumble check in order to jump off the tree and onto the platform? Actually, to speed this off, let's get you both
21.
to roll me that.
Tumble. Dex, so it's gonna be a 19.
Okay, 19. You both successfully jump off of the branch on the tree and kind of land successfully onto the platform below.
All right. Kind of like panting after doing that. I'm gonna put my hand on my shoulder and be like, "Are you okay, buddy? You didn't get too wet?"
I immediately hug you and then get as far away as the ledge as possible, just my entire body shaking.
I'm glad you're all right. I'm gonna start to untie the rope, just to make sure no accidents like pull anybody down with me. Yeah, I'll untie the rope and hand it back to him.
I sit there for a minute or two before actually putting the rope back.
As you all gather your senses as you pass through this door, as it begins to similarly descend gradually and turn a corner and another corner. As you turn the second corner, you feel the descent incline is a lot more extreme as you guys are walking down, as you see another doorway as it opens up into a very similar circular chamber with a door on the opposite side of this circular chamber covered in vines. As you see in the center of the room, a tree trunk carved into a pedestal with a singular wooden goblet rested on the top.
Can I search for traps?
Around our other golden god. No, sorry.
Yeah, roll me a search. As you all file into this room, you will see within the cup. Well, let's search for traps before you all enter the room. I feel like that makes more sense.
No, I enter the room. I
25.
kick down the door to stop.
25. There are no overt traps in your way as you all file into this room and see within this wooden mug is a deep purple liquid.
I think that's
My
for you,
detect
Jonas.
magic's not picking up anything else, is it?
Detect magic is not picking up anything. Well, other than the veins of druidic magic throughout the walls.
Yeah,
And in
they,
my blood.
I
No,
think
that's
that's for
poison.
you, Jonathan.
Well, it's a potion. We got some other people who are pretty good at potions. If multiple people want to check it out.
Yeah, I'm checking it out.
Can I knowledge architecture the mug?
No.
Would that work?
25.
I tried.
25.
See, Beckett
So
just bought a whole
you
alchemy kit.
Just
recognize this potion as the sleeping boar potion. It is a fast-acting knockout potion, and it's not poisonous in nature, but it causes the drinker to immediately collapse. You also know that the antidote it's about the antidote. It's a
The
very tricky
anti-did,
to
man.
brew and requires a very skilled alchemist to make. And you understand that when making,
Am I just like a basic alchemist, or am I considered a skilled alchemist?
Oh, let's find
it's up
out.
to you. It's up to you. And you also understand that when making the antidote, you must combine the honey and the vinegar before adding it to the mixture, which means you now have a deeper understanding of how to craft the antidote. How do you proceed?
I'm going to relay that to whoever's holding the potion, and then I'm going to write down in my little journal.
I drink it as a throwback.
I'm just like,
Amrath
waiting.
throws back the purple
No,
liquid.
no. I take
Oh.
that back. I take that back.
Okay.
Bitch, I ain't that skilled.
It's Jatius comes and
It was
takes
a
it back.
misinput.
Well, the only things of use in this room are the potion on the pedestal. The door opposite the door that you entered is covered in thick vines.
Can I go raid the cupboard?
I don't see a
The what?
flat.
Can I go raid the cupboard? You said there was a cupboard.
What cupboard?
You
There
said
is
there
no
was a
cupboard.
cupboard covered in vines.
No, the door.
Oh,
Opposite
shit,
the
never
door
mind.
that you entered,
I heard
V.
cupboard. Me alone.
Why did you hear cupboard?
No.
What is this? Is this supposed to be some sort of sacrifice or something? That only exits looks like those magical vines from before, and the only thing is this potion that Beckett says will knock the drinker out.
Oh, if what we've seen from this place so far, it means that it's a temple, right? They're not gonna try and kill people. They're gonna make sure only the worthy make it through.
There's some sketchy temples.
So, I mean, it's Jonathan's call. This is his god here.
Agreed.
Do you want to take it or should I?
Are you with us, Jonathan?
Muted. My bad. Yeah. No. I'll take it.
Are you sure? You may need
Yes.
you may be needed further on. For all we know, this is just a random person that needs to go down for the rest.
But
If you want to take it, if I have a neutralized poison spell, but I can only use it once.
Alrighty.
I don't know
Before-
if you should take it.
Before taking this, should we inspect the pedestal it's on?
Yeah, maybe there's some
Yes.
sort of clue.
Try a search trap or something. Is there any like writing on the pedestal at all?
Yeah, or
Give
anything.
me a spot check.
I'll do a spot check too.
I got an 18.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
On your 18, there are no words written in on the pedestal. It's more etchings and paintings of nature and the green dragon themselves. And
Okay. Would I be able to use Decipher script on this to kind of get a better understanding of
there's
what it's saying?
nothing on the pedestal to decipher, is what you can
Okay.
deduce.
Okay.
Can
Actually, can I try knowledge history on the pedestal then? On the etchings.
other than the etchings are just general creative tellings of Varus
Okay.
and their domain. Any history that you would deduce off of you would have already gotten on your original history check of the temple.
Have was there any rolls for the vines? Like, do we do any knowledge nature checks on the vines at all?
We have not.
Your knowledge, your detect magic is still up. You can see that within these vines is a deep druidic magic affecting them to make them cover the doorway.
Okay. Not sure if this is relevant or anything, but these vines are covered with magic.
Right. This is why I think it's got to be some sort of test like the flower, and why I think it probably has to be Yonatan. I don't want to seem like I'm telling you to go into a slumber that we may not be able to get you out of, but that's just how I'm looking at this.
Well, if the vines are controlled by magic, I can try and dispel them as well.
It may be possible,
Oh,
but this
wait.
seems like ancient druidic magic.
It's a
Yeah, I don't
slumber
know.
potion?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a fast acting knockout potion.
Would it be counted as a sleep effect? Or a sleep or sleep-like effect?
It's technically yes, but it's a manufactured sleeping effect. So any bonus you would get racially would not be applied.
So even if I was immune to sleep effects, it wouldn't.
Yes,
Okay.
because it's not putting you to sleep; it's knocking you out like cold.
Gotcha.
Like in the under the rules of D&D, I would classify you as dropped, but like unconscious, but not bleeding out, but dropped.
Okay, so
Okay.
someone could theoretically bring me back with a healing spell.
well, not a healing spell per se, but
No,
Theoretically, definitely could be brought back as V or Beckett studied the potion and could deduce what the antidote could be.
but that could take time, and that I'm not gonna find the ingredients in this cave most likely. So
I'm gonna walk up to the vine door and reach out for one of them while looking back at Jonathan. What do you know about these?
I'll roll knowledge nature.
Did anything happen when I touched the vine?
The vines are unmoving, blocking the doorway completely.
28?
28. They're fucking vines. But like on your training with druidic magic, you can tell that they're not grown naturally over the door. There's some spell affecting them to cover the door.
Okay, I have an idea.
what's that?
Okay, well, if a magic is keeping it there, is shaping it over the door, then maybe I can use a spell to remove it from covering the door.
Like dispel magic?
Dispel magic for plants.
I mean, I can try mine as well.
Yeah, I
Thank
suppose.
God I actually took that today. Oh my goodness.
Well, we'll see if
kind of
it's
jealous I didn't.
Fuck. Where is it? I cannot find it.
Where did you put it?
Where's the spell I want to use?
just thinking aloud here, but what do you think would happen if we put the potion on the vines?
Would I know anything about that? What it would do?
On your alchemy check, it would not affect the vines. It has to be ingested in order to. The potion works by when it actually hits your stomach acids. It causes it to form up into a gas within your body that knocks you out cold.
No, it would only react with the human body,
Okay.
not with any other ones.
I just checked out Dispel Magic. I think if I use Dispel Magic, if the vines don't go away on their own, we should be able to at least move the vines or cut them down.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can
I
see how
mean,
with detect magic, I can see how powerful a spell is, right?
Yes.
Would I know if a dispel magic would work against this?
Give me a minute. I'll let you know.
Ah, here we go. Okay, I got it. Liam, you want to do your thing first?
yeah. Hold on.
I hope you folks at home who are watching and listening are having a good day, evening, night.
I hope you're not.
Nice of you, Adrian.
I hope you're really upset right now, you know? More upset than I am.
If those kids could read, they'd be very
So
upset.
I can feel happy for once, okay?
Yeah, so what's that?
So am I using
Can
Dispel Magic
you
or not?
roll me a spellcraft,
Spellcraft. Okay.
Mr. Calduin, on your detect magic?
Yeah, because some spells can't be dispelled by dispel
6.
magic. But if it did work, it would work.
6.
Oof.
This is ancient magic. This has been here for a long time, and it will remain there for a long time.
I'm going to. I'm going
So-
to.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I'm going to. I'm going to just sit down, cross my legs, close my eyes, and look for guidance.
Roll me concentration.
Okay.
As these
Not funny.
Nice.
What revelation did you come to, Amarath?
What? What?
What were you?
What oh yeah did you have?
Oh, so just reading the definition of dispel magic, it's not necessarily that I'm actually dispelling it. So higher level things, I'm temporarily suppressing it.
Right, but it also says that some spells can't be defeated by dispel magic, and then there's a greater dispel magic, which is a
Okay.
separate spell that's like a better version of it. So if this is
Okay,
like
what is
ancient
that down
strong
at
magic,
the bottom? Oh
I don't.
god.
I've also am relaying that this is ancient magic that seems like it'll take its hold, no matter what.
So I guess we gotta wait then. Let's wait for the guidance, I guess.
Sorry, say that one more time.
What?
Whoever spoke last, just say what they said one more time. I was distracted.
Well, knowing it's ancient magic, we probably can't beat it. Let's wait for the whatever he's doing, I guess, sitting on the ground.
Yeah, on your nat 20 of concentration, you feel just a small, dull, stale breeze as it carries its way through this dungeon as a calm voice is carried on this breeze. You hear in your ear the voice of Varus as they say, a test of strength and knowledge. And nothing else.
Test of knowledge and strength. As I think, like just thinking to myself, uh, maybe a fortitude save is involved. Maybe it's a test of fortitude and constitution. Very strange. As I roll back up and I approach the potion, who is holding the potion right now?
Nobody. I don't think
I
anybody.
believe
Still
it's just
standing.
resting on the table still.
I don't see any other choice.
What do you mean?
I was looking for guidance from Varus, and he told me it was a test of strength and fortitude. So I'm guessing that there is someone here that's strong enough to resist this poison or whatever the effects that this potion might have. If I go down,
Orgolan's ears perk on the strongest person. But as you continue.
if I go down, then so be it. But we need to get through this. And we can't go back. So the only way is to go through. I assume there are no objections to this.
I object.
I don't like it. But do what you gotta do sometimes, you know? Like I said prior, it's a temple. They're not aiming to kill us here.
Well, they are
Hey,
aiming
well,
to test
Indiana
us.
Jones, Temple of Doom begs to differ.
Well, they are aiming to test us. That doesn't mean it couldn't result in death if we're not worthy of a
Well,
test.
this potion doesn't necessarily kill you. It just
Knocks you out, you know?
yeah.
Definitely.
It's just basically it's basically just a glass of roofie water, you know?
Yeah.
Someone spiked my drink again. God damn it.
Okay.
I emphasize the again.
I'm just fuck it. I'm just gonna drink the potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just gonna drink the potion.
Should have had
As
Andrew.
Jonathan downs the potion in its entirety,
Little bit at first.
What if
A little
maybe
bit
we
at first.
could
It tastes oddly of grape. And as you,
perhaps we should share the load? I don't know if this is. We did this as a group, but no. But if all of us went down, that wouldn't be great either.
Yeah, let's not do that one.
There are
Jonathan's
strength
got
in
it.
numbers.
One
After
person
his
is easier to
test.
carry than 5, so.
after his test sip, and Tobin says that he goes and necks down the rest of his drink, and he, unaffected at first, sets the glass, the goblet down onto a pedestal, takes a step, and just immediately convulses and collapses.
As he's going to collapse, can I try and catch him?
Reflex.
Oh, fuck yeah. 24.
Yeah, you catch him before his body hits the ground, and
All right, and
as the potion is drank, and it's
that could have been better.
Nice.
Oh,
all right. Let's go on break. No, as the that should be a good break. As
In a second, I gotta pee.
Jonathan convulses and immediately collapses to the ground, you see the vines around the door begin to slither and wrap themselves around the walls of the door as it creates an opening into the next circular chamber. Where are we going to call a break real quick?
Oh,
All right, bet.
wanna
I
pee.
gotta pee really badly. Oh my god.
And welcome back for the second time. Where we left off after our quick break. Jonathan drinking the fast-acting knockout potion as he convulses and collapses to the floor and is now considered dropped for all game intents and purposes. As the vines wrap themselves around the door, creating a passageway through, you guys find another circular chamber similar to the one you just were in. The walls covered in vines and moss, and the floor and grass with flowers every now and then of various colors, and the vines of glowberries spread throughout the roof, lighting the temple up. You see, entering into the second chamber, instead of the pedestal in the middle, there is a desk to your left. This circular, almost semicircle table filled with all kinds of potion making and alchemical supplies.
I'm gonna rush straight over there and start trying to see if I can figure out what the antidote is for the potion.
So, because you made the initial knowledge alchemy check, you have the choice, and the skill challenge here is I need two of you to either make me a knowledge alchemy or knowledge nature check.
I can go for a knowledge nature.
All right,
Can I
so
do the other
Amarath
alchemy?
and Beckett, I need a knowledge nature or alchemy. And so I'm going to need a total of 3 checks. However many between you guys you can choose, whether it's 2 to, like, whether who's doing more, you have to choose now.
On a rate of, I can do 2 knowledge nature, I guess.
well, what's better? Who's has?
Well, I've got proficiency in knowledge alchemy. I've got a plus 12 to my knowledge alchemy, so.
Okay, go for that. I have a plus 11 in my knowledge nature. So my knowledge nature, I got 11 or 18 in total.
I got a 28 and a 25.
Noise.
Damn. Good rolls.
So you successfully, with your knowledge of analyzing the poison, you look at the array of ingredients as you begin to select things, and Amarath, coming to join you, begins to grab a few things and hand them to you as you collected all the ingredients to create the antidote. And now, because you successfully passed that first alchemy check, I can either get two of you to roll me a craft potion, or one of you to roll me a craft potion. Now, whether it's 2 or 1, there is different DCs. What they are, I cannot tell. But it is up to you whether one of you wants to dedicate their time to craft the potion, or 2 of you.
I'm proficient in it, so I could do it.
Yeah.
but
I
it'd be higher.
have a craft. I haven't actually, weirdly enough, I haven't decided what craft I should put in. I should
you
probably
can't.
do potion, but
But you're not going to put
because
it
I haven't
in now
actually
you
because
can't
it's
do
decided.
that now.
metagaming.
Yes, yeah,
had-
that would be metagaming too hard. I should probably do potion though.
I had fucking
I
Eventually.
could
Yeah, I have a craft.
Next
I
time.
haven't decided yet either.
I could do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on my own.
All
Yes,
right, can you roll me a craft potion, please?
Oh god. That is a 25.
There you go. That's way better than I could have ever done.
As Beckett takes maybe 15 or 20 minutes as they're kind of bent over the cauldron, as you, from your knowledge check before, combine the honey and the vinegar before adding it to the mixture and successfully not destroying the potion as the fumes begin to get really hot as they rise up towards you.
The smell is.
Awesome.
As Beckett's making the potion, I go up to Calduin and say, "You got some Sanskrit you can give me?"
Is there a chair behind me? I could just like hike across the room.
Is there
Is now
somewhere
really
where
the
I
time
can
for
like?
that?
Is there somewhere that sounded sorry? That sounded very NPC when somebody's trying to do something they shouldn't do.
Right.
Is it?
What? I'm hungry. Get something to fucking eat.
Is there somewhere where we can like actually lay Jonathan down so that we don't like have him on the floor? Because last I heard, Amaranth was caught him, and I don't know what happened to him after that.
I actually left him in the last room as I slowly laid him down on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Hey, I think I left my phone outside. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go grab.
I lied. It was literally right beside me.
Good.
All right, I'm gonna make. So James, because
gonna grab
our
you.
DM is missing, you have to make a
No, I'm back.
a strength check of 4 to bring him in.
But
Wes, how hot would you say the cauldron is? Like coming towards my face.
Like surprisingly hot.
Okay. Can I tell if anybody's like are they like all facing me, or are they all like busy doing stuff? I guess it's a question for you guys, not really Wes. But...
I'm
James.
going to get Jonathan.
What did you roll?
I got
I'm
a
watching
14.
Nice, you got him successfully. Is that okay, Wes? Can I do that?
Yeah, that's fine. You
Alright,
get him
sweet.
successfully.
I gave him a DC of 4.
Okay, while they're doing that, I'm gonna pull my mask off, but like still keep my hood on. And just hope.
You're still wearing your mask?
Oh yeah. Beckett wears it all the time. All the time.
Still wearing your hood?
Yeah. he likes to stay concealed. You, Wes, what we were talking about, you can tell with the mask off.
What does your hair look like?
Do you want me to text it to you?
Just tell me now.
It's long.
As you go and remove the Plague Doctor mask, kind of
Yeah.
knocks down your hood for a moment as you guys see a glimpse of their hair before they put the hood back up.
It's long brown hair, like kind of like long basic brown hair, like in a ponytail. Like a very simple one.
Unless they put the hood back up.
So I'm gonna describe the face too, or no?
Well, no, they haven't seen the face as you're kind of crept, leaning over the antidote. As Tobin brings Yonatan into the second room, you finish up with the antidote as you bottle it, and it is now prepared to feed to Yonatan.
I kind of like turn to the rest of the gang, and while I'm just kind of like watching this, I'm like, so have you ever seen their face before?
Once.
Once. How long have you guys even known each other?
2-3 weeks, I think it is.
Only?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, roughly.
Fair enough.
Victims of circumstance and friends by choice.
Sometimes.
Or companions by choice, at least.
Oh.
I mean, you guys went into multiple dungeons together willingly. I think you guys consider each other friends at this point.
As I bottle up the potion, I will kind of come back up and hand the potion. I guess as I'm coming back up, the hood falls.
And how do you describe your face?
Very feminine features. So she's got a thin face.
Well, we have a little bit more fun with the
I'm
description, and
trying. Very
you
feminine.
can do it. I believe in you.
I'm trying to.
Here, let's try this. As Beckett walks towards you guys with a similar vial of purple liquid, but this time a little bit more pale and not as see-through, as you look up and see a very feminine face, long eyelashes and long hair that's drawn into a short ponytail into the back, and dark splotches dotting her face, and
Knowledge gender identity?
you failed. There's no such thing.
I think that's. Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
Wes is canceled.
Yep, cancel me. I said it wrong. My bad. It was supposed to be a joke, and then it was like, no, wait, that was the wrong way.
You thought I meant just said gender, yeah. Like,
all right, I'm canceled, boys. Bye.
Amaranth will now take over with low DCs.
Yep.
All right. Anyways, continue.
Beckett walking towards with your face now revealed to the gang.
Except for me, I'm unconscious.
Except for you, you're unconscious.
Yeah, she's probably panicked at this point because now you guys see her face, and most people are terrified of her face. So,
Question.
Wait. Why would I
technically
be
not
terrified
be
of her
surprised
face?
because I've seen it
because
before?
I have plague spotches on my face.
Aren't we also under the impression that you were a he?
Yeah.
There's that too.
Yeah.
There's that
Okay,
too.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't
two
like
different.
remembering.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I was about to turn to. Okay, now I feel comfortable doing that now. So I kind of like turned to Calduin and I'm like, I thought that was a dude.
We did too.
Would I be surprised at this because I have seen the face before?
I'll leave that up to you two. Could he tell automatically that Beckett was a female or no?
Calvin and Beckett's relationship is that, like, we have that kind of relationship where I think he would have known, and I trusted him not to. So, because that was back when
So
Nate
yes.
was doing drag. So,
So yes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, part of me almost gets upset at seeing her face. Not about the plague,
yeah.
but to me, like, it's recent sight.
Women in this group?
No, it's actually no, I can't metagame like that. Okay, but like I see the face and I almost get like teary eyed.
Why?
Yep.
You can't ask me that. You're
I
not
sure
a
can.
player.
God.
God just goes, why are you sad?
I'm just standing there with a small little smirk on my face because, like, I already knew this information. Just
Well, while I'm holding Yonatan, you're kind of coming toward. I have some questions for later, but can we get this man going?
Yeah, I'm gonna just like pop open the bottle and drop it down his throat and get Yonatan back up.
As the oddly viscous liquid kind of pours into his mouth and down his throat. A minute passes as he like he's got a glob in his throat, awakens from his slumber.
I'm gonna slowly put him down, but still hold him until he's like has his balance.
Oh God.
really imagine.
Kyle, is that you, man?
How you feeling, buddy?
Where the hell am I?
The next room.
Could you be a little more specific?
The vines were there. Now they're not. We went through them.
Still in the temple, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
all right.
here's what I'm confused about. You said strength and fortitude. I see where like the strength came in, but like where does the fortitude come in for this test?
The voice of Varys is audibly face palming in your mind. That's not what they said.
Yeah.
But alas, as Yonatan is jolted back to back awake, you see that the door, also blocked with vines, it begins to writhe away and wrap itself around the doorway,
Oh,
revealing
look at that.
a path
Yes.
continuing down into the heart of the temple.
If you ask me, this was more of a text of strength, maybe in there, but more like knowledge in here. Beckett saved your life.
Yeah, that was just fortitude. I kind of like wander off into the next room.
Yeah, I just I make sure you're like standing on your own 2 feet, and then kind of continue as well.
I'm gonna go gather the rest of the supplies off of that table.
Fair
and
enough.
I'm gonna leave.
I'm
Make sure I
gonna
gather
walk
them.
up close to Beckett. Glad you finally showed him.
Make me kick you.
As I kind of walk into the next room, I kind of like use my sleep wipe the few tears from my eyes.
You okay, stranger? I'm the only one who's followed you so far.
How to put this? My wife was a brown-haired cleric. To put it simply, it just reminded me of her.
See,
Yeah. Just
Uh,
for a second, though. Nothing I won't push down. I mean,
Yeah,
what?
Tobin
That's healthy.
Tobin being the teen he is. That's that's rough, buddy. And the not knowing what to say. That's not something Tobin's been there.
Trust me, kid. Never stop learning.
Actually, you know what? Him speaking of his wife kind of sparks a small memory in your mind, and it reminds you of a girl you used to know back in Scorch Town, but you remember her uh, dusty, dirty blonde hair and her work clothes as she worked across from your dad's blacksmith shop. Kind of not knowing how to process any of this and not knowing how to help Emerald. That's rough, buddy, as you kind of skip forward a couple paces and just get in front of him.
Wow, let me role play my character, Wesley.
Okay, well, you do it then, bitch
I
ass.
was trying.
Right.
Reminds you of
Omen.
that then.
Okay, yeah, that's rough, buddy. I can't say I've ever felt that kind of love, and then remembering that, I'll give a little blush and then skip ahead.
Gotta let him roleplay. Gotta get that blushing.
Hey, Beckett.
Awkward teen Tobin moment. Tobin's just me.
Tobin's horny. I mean, what?
Like I said, Tobin's just me.
It is just him. As the six of you begin to descend down this path, similarly to before, the incline is a lot more extreme than earlier, as it turns a corner and another corner and leads down towards, get this, another door. Another door. You see brighter light shining through from this chamber as you step down and see beautiful carved pillars surrounding this room in a square of Veras, and you can see trees and grass carved in on these pillars. And above, not only do you see the glow berries illuminating the light, you see air vents with beams of pure daylight shining through, and at the center of these beams of starlight, technically,
yeah.
as these beams of sunlight, you see on a pedestal kind of sticking upright out of it, you see a beautiful scepter made of a golden birch shaft that curls with vines, small orchids, and as the twigs curl up and curl around a beautiful, large, uncut, what was the word I used? Roughly cut, there it is, roughly cut chunk of emerald that shines with the beams of sunlight coming through the vents. And as you're drawn in and taken in by this beautiful chunk of emerald on this gorgeous scepter and this breathtaking room, now feeling finally like a sense of safety in the heart of the temple. You see, stepping out from one of the pillars is Yonatan's chieftain from his village that you all have seen previously in the village of Thornstrand. shy Adrian, and the village of Thornstrand taking the form of the chieftain, but you all know as Varus, the Green Dragon.
I don't. I just see some random dude. I'm like, who the fuck are you, bro?
I'm just gonna kind of
That's
whisper to you
Jonathan,
as I'm
who
walking down next to you. That's the green dragon.
I kind of lean back. That's a dude.
Dragons are cool like that. Jonathan, go talk to him.
Yeah, of course. Hello, chieftain.
Jonathan, my friend, as the Varus's voice. It's just such a calm sense in your mind, as calming the fires in your soul as Jonathan, my friend. See, kind of beckons you towards him.
I approach him.
And as he walks forward and you walk towards him, he plucks this scepter out of its placeholder and just kind of hands it to you.
I hesitate at first, and I'm just like, "Are you really giving this to me?"
Of course, my friend.
You witnessed me massacre that ambusher.
He kind of forces it into your hand and just reaches for your cheek ever so gracefully. Says, my child, you will never stray from my light, the light of the sun. And although you may take your own path off of out of your roots, but ultimately, the streams will lead you back to me, my child. Walk in the light, and it will guide you. Stray into the darkness, and I cannot find you.
I feel like more and more I do find myself straying into the darkness.
Oh, my boy. As he kind of goes from just holding your cheek to fully embracing you into an almost motherly hug. And they just hold you. They said, no, my boy. You can never stray from my light. As long as I am here to hold the lantern. I know more than you know about yourself, and there is today, and the journey that you take is only the beginning.
I mean, it seems that's kind of obvious that you know more than me, considering the whole amnesia thing.
Your wit is dry, but your heart is true. You will learn and grow. Your amnesia is, think of it like a gift. To be able to wipe your slate anew and become the true Jonathan that you've always been. I love you, Jonathan. You will always be my child.
As you will always be my father or parent. my deity, and my mentor.
As he lets go of the hug and now is holding your face in both of his hands. He looks at you deeply in the eyes, drops his hand, and rests his hand on your shoulder as he now begins to walk towards the rest of the group.
You will be my light in the sea of forever darkness.
Gives a very respectful and knowledgeable bow towards you, of a bow of respect and a bow of love, as he looks towards Orgolan and Calduin. As he looks towards all of you first. My bad, there's more. This is why we write things down. As now the six of you kind of standing in a cluster around Varys, he pulls out a leaf. But not a leaf that any of you can recognize at this point. It's a single maple leaf. Its tips still green, but as it moves towards the center and towards the stalk, it begins to turn to a violet black, with black veins coursing towards its stalk. There is. He kind of looks down and kind of chokes on his words. You can just feel the sorrow cloaking Varys as he says, "There is an unnatural darkness uprooting the world." He shows all of you the leaf, passes it to you guys so you can see it in hand, inspect it however you choose. I'll get that in a moment. I fear that it may be too late to act for some, but if you, I don't think it's too late. And the world can be forged anew. There is a darkness spreading throughout the lands, plaguing the world. And as he looks at each and every one of you with sorrow and tears in his eyes, you must stop them. So he's holding back tears. He says, "You must." The Celestials are too complacent to act. They must see that the mortals stand a chance to fight and to grow, to stop this spreading evil. Placing a hand on your shoulder, looking at him and then the rest of you, he says, "You must. It is your destiny. I've seen it. We've all seen it. You are destined to save the world. Not only just the world, the realms."
Well, I think Varys, we've already seen the Fey realm. The realms, they're
It's
merging.
begun.
They're merging together.
It is now the beginning of the end, and you all must prepare yourselves for the coming future. Our fate and the fate of the realm rests on your shoulders.
I'm sorry. Uh, 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 like kind of knowing that like you are the green dragon told in legend, I kind of stumble over my words. Um, uh, Earlier, we found out that the realms were merging. How do we know what happens when they fully merge?
I'm afraid you might already know the answer.
I'm gonna gesture as we're passing it around. I'm gonna gesture to the dark part of the leaf to Amaranth.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna hand the leaf back to Varys. I'm gonna draw my sword and stick the point onto the ground. I'm gonna say, with the horn of Tyrael by my side, and give a good look around and kind of a smile at everybody and the best group of companions I could ask for. Uh, I promise you, we will do our best to fulfill this so-told destiny, even if not all of us believe in such a thing. And give a little, like a kneel.
Shedding a tear, Varys looks at you all, seeing your oath. He grabs your arm and raises you from your kneel and says, "No, my friend. You all have such a journey ahead of you. You know that I'll always be here to lend a hand when I can." And just something ticks in his brain as his mood changes from a sorrow to more urgent. He says, "Now quickly," as he looks towards Orgolan and Calduin. He says, "The war for the realms has already begun. I can guide you home, but there I cannot guide you further. Your families need you now, as the realms need you. I can quickly guide you there, but from there you're on your own. May Tyrael be your guide and Varys be your light. I can be there when I can, but your destiny lies in the Ashen Sea once more." As he is saying this directly to Orgolan and Calduin, but also the rest of you hear it as a group.
I look at him and like just holding onto my sword, just immediately prepare for battle and war as they take me home.
I draw my sword out of my hilt or hilt sheath. Words. And I kind of hold it towards the center of all of us, and I say, "Where there's destinies lie, so do ours."
I'm gonna give Amaranth a little pat on the shoulder. I'm like, uh, I'm glad you feel that way, and I'm gonna stick my sword in the middle as well.
I will pull out my short sword, point it at the sun, just
Use your
put the blade.
scepter.
scepter and sword, just have them both in and say,
Fine, then I grab my other sword and put it out as well.
I cast fireball at the swords.
well,
Treated baby.
As you see the four of them now kind of holding their blades up in
Well,
cheers
Can I-
fashion, the two of you.
Can I pull out my cane sword and do
No,
the
You're
exact
not allowed it, okay?
You draw it as well and point it up towards them.
already stuck with you crazy bastards? Might as well make it more worse.
destiny or no, we either defeat the darkness
I pull out my bow staff. Like, why not?
or we die trying.
Huzzah!
And as the six of you raise your arms ceremoniously around your feet, you see vines begin to tangle into a circle and grow flowers, and the grass beneath your feet begins to glow with a golden green light as the golden green light begins to glow brighter and brighter before it overtakes your vision, and suddenly the whip of a frozen chill hits your back as you all look up and around, and below your feet a plain of endless sand, and in the sky you see clouds overhead, dark enough that even Orgolan can see you without his goggles, as the entire Ashen Sea is engulfed in a snowstorm. Where we're going to end it off for this week's session. Wow, guys. I just gotta say, I'm super impressed with all of you for really stepping in and role playing all session. I'm super impressed. But I want to see what your guys' thoughts are as we're going to move into Inspiration Point. I think we're going to start off with Tobin. Who gets the Inspiration Point?
Oh, fuck. Who gets it? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna, I guess I'll go with, Yonatan. This was kind of his moment to shine, and he did a good job. We got through the dungeon. Um, a lot of due to his roles that he played and, his help along the way. We wouldn't have been able to enter the temple without him, and he did plenty within it. So I'll probably say Yonatan.
V, what about you?
I'm gonna say Yonatan too, because of his sacrifice with the potion. Although, like, I was really happy with everybody. Everybody did good. I
Yeah.
want to give it to everybody, but Yonata's one I'm choosing.
Yeah, you guys really did awesome this session. Like some of you took the back burner, but that's mostly because it just you just really didn't have the opportunity to step up. But even if you guys like were on the back burner, every single one of you role played, which I'm super impressed with. What about you, Liam?
As much as I want to give it to Jonathan for all the stuff he did, I gotta give it to Tobin for saving Calduin's life.
Hey, what about you, Nate?
Gotta give it to I gotta give it to Tobin. He obviously he saved our primary glass cannon. he was also like really engaging well in role play. My favorite role play was with Tobin and Beckett. Tobin and Beckett interacting this episode really did it for me. So I'm gonna pick Tobin.
Hey, what about you, Owen?
I'm going to say, I'm going to pick Jonathan this today.
And Adrian?
Oh, darn it. Okay. So I think there was a lot of stuff where there was fast thinking with Tobin. There's a lot of fast thinking on your feet about that. Beckett did a great job with the potion work. I think you played that off really well. I really enjoyed how you brought in your character and had you finally showing your face and how you played that off. I think you did it in a great way. I think you role played that really well. And Jonathan, I love how well you just immerse yourself into almost your own dungeon. Kind of like the dungeon was made for you, but you walked through it so cleanly. I love how well you did that. But I would say for my inspiration point, I'm gonna have to give it off to Beckett for that role.
Fucking. I wish I was as nice of a DM to give you all an inspiration point. But go fuck yourself. Jonathan, Tobin, and Beckett are going to gain an inspiration point for this session. As you all were fucking excellent. As every single one of you were. And I wish I was nicer to give you more points. But fuck you. The three of you are going to get the inspiration point for this session. Thank you very, very much for joining us on another episode on the Drunkards and Dumbasses YouTube channel. This was the 20th episode.
Oh, you said
Yeah, we'll take
dumbasses
that.
again.
The Dumbasses and Dumbasses YouTube channel. This was the Boundless Dumbasses episode 20. And just a reminder to go ahead and follow my Twitch, Liam's Twitch if it's down there, or Golan's Ben Fender podcast, as well as his FanRad 1048 channel. Other than that, thank you very much for joining us on another week. I'm not trying to steal Critical Role's thing, but god damn, boys, is it Tuesday yet?
No.
See you next week, guys.
See you next week.
Auf
Peace.
Wiedersehen.